Hey Twin Flames, this is Caroline, Certified Ascension Coach with Twin Flames Universe. And I'm doing just a quick card pull here for the Divine Feminine and what is happening with Divine Feminine right now on the Twin Flame journey. So stick around for the whole thing. I've pulled 3 cards. We're going to see what the deal is, and I'm going to pull a bonus card at the end. So, we're going to get started. The first one is the Dream. And the image is of a woman in sort of work clothes who looks sad, and she's looking at this dream of this handsome prince holding her, and roses everywhere. Okay, so what I get from this card is that there's a feeling of, will I ever be with my twin flame? Will this dream ever happen? I feel so far from it and so removed. And what I usually get when this card comes up for me is God pointing me to, all right, this dream that you have of your prince coming and saving you, essentially, is not real. It's not that you can't have your twin. You already have your twin. It's that you're going to do the saving yourself with God. No one needs to save you. If your life feels bad, then that's where to start with your healing, with the mirror exercise. If you don't know what the mirror exercise is, click in the videos. I'll put a link in the chat too. You can heal through this feeling of, it's impossible, I'll never get there, I want someone to save me, my life feels terrible. It's up to us to feel into those parts of us that feel that way and give lots of love and compassion there. There's nothing wrong with having our dreams. There's nothing wrong with our desires. Our desires are put in our heart for a reason. I mean, the word desire is, even, if you break it down, it's D-E-S-I-R-E. So, desire, of the sire, or of the Lord, of God. Our desires are of God. Second card is innocence. So there's an image of an old man with a beard, and he's holding a praying mantis and looking at it with such delight. And what I get from this card is delight in the small things, but also I think it's really interesting he's holding a praying mantis. I often think of a praying mantis as something kind of sinister. And this card is saying, oh, even this little insect that seems sinister is innocent. So anyway, what I get from this card as far as the Divine Feminine is that we are in a period of reclaiming our innocence. I love that the Barbie movie is happening right now. There's something so healing to our inner little girl with that movie. It's reclaiming our innocence, reclaiming the feeling of our inner perfection. You can see this with a child now, like a baby. Baby's perfect, born perfect. That's our true state. And we can often feel as we're growing up that we've lost that innocence. We've lost whatever perfection we had, or we're broken, or we're damaged somehow. And it's just not true. Our true nature is incredibly innocent and beautiful. So you can make a choice at this point to reclaim your innocence and go see the Barbie movie. So fun. Ooh, next card is trust. And there's a picture of a woman who looks like she could be flying or falling, but she's got her arms outstretched and she is mid-air. And underneath her is this sort of rosy cloud. So, trust. What I get from this card is the Divine Feminine is learning how to trust herself and trust the universe, trust God. There could be such a pattern of self-reliance, like the world has let me down, or men have let me down, my twin has let me down, so I will take care of everything myself. I don't trust anyone, so it's all up to me. This can be exhausting. This is a time of learning how to trust our intuition, trust our heart, and trust God. And the process of trusting God, it doesn't necessarily have to happen right away. I think of building trust as it's like rungs of a ladder. You don't give someone all the rungs of the ladder of trust immediately. You give them a rung first and see how it goes. And if it goes well, maybe then you'll give them another rung on the ladder. And if it doesn't go well, then maybe you go back a rung. And in this way, you build trust. The same thing with God, the same thing with love itself. If we feel like we've had some bad experiences here, there's some healing to happen here. So, yeah, we can invite God to show us, to teach us how to trust here, or to just be willing to have a conversation with God, willing to have a process and a journey of trust with God. And I also love about this card that there's a rosy, landing here for this person midair. When we trust, we're going to land on something really sweet, loving, when we trust in our heart. So that's what we have for that. I'm going to pull one bonus card. Let's see what we got. Oh, beautiful. Actually, 2 cards just came out. All right, so the first one that is the bonus card is Flowering. And it has an image of this woman with her hair blowing in the wind and a halo around her. And she's sitting on a lotus flower. And she's got rainbow bracelets and flowers in her hair and jewelry. And her sleeves on her clothing are flowing. She's got this beautiful skirt on that's flowing as well. And she's over a river. So flowering, divine feminine, it's our time to shine. It's our time to flower, to allow ourselves to be all of ourselves, to love all the parts of ourselves, not just a few, not just some that we think that are acceptable, to love all of us, all parts of ourselves. And it's interesting that when we love all of ourselves, guess who's also loving all of us? Our twin flame. Yeah. As we love ourselves deeply, allowing ourselves to be all our feelings, all our emotions, all our joys and talents and ordinary things too. Our authenticity, in other words. Our twin is hugely attracted to that. All right. And then the last one is just consciousness. And it's a picture of a Buddha with stars behind him. And I get the sense from this card that we are in a consciousness shift, a beautiful consciousness shift of bringing in or releasing resistance to peace, to God, to love. And it's a process. As a collective, we go through lots of shedding of ego or shedding of a fear consciousness to embrace love consciousness. So yeah, that is the card I get. Those are the cards I get for the Divine Feminine for today. I hope you enjoy. If you like what you're hearing or need some support on your twin flame journey, click on the links below. I would be honored to support you. Check out Twin Flames Universe. There's all the classes and materials to support you on your journey. Thank you again. Be well.